Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and this week in War of the Visions we have two new vision cards coming out for us. One of them in Dark Shiva comes with a really nice Esper attached to it. We knew Dark Shiva and the Esper were coming. We did not know that we were getting a new Global Fest this week that's coming with a Global Fest vision card. Now, this might be our last Global Fest. I can't confirm or deny that. Like, maybe once Road to Worldwide becomes a thing and we align the servers, we will continue to get some Global Fest treatment, but I doubt it. They mentioned that they're going to try and keep the games the same. So this could be our last like global only thing, or at least in the way that we've always had it. So there's something kind of special here. And I like that they targeted Starlight Elena with this. Now, Starlight Elena is getting some upgrades this week, and I'll briefly talk about that in this video, but go watch the video I dropped last night that talks about all the upgrades, and I'll give you a little more thought here. The vision card is called Fundamental Forces. It's a cost 60 vision card. It is a sword red mage job card with dagger, gun, and glove main jobs equipable as well. So it has Lucio and Elena. Those are both under that sword red mage job. This card has everything this Starlight Elena could really want on it, but it's also not just going to be bad for those jobs in general. Like evasion up, obviously that feels very Elena specific. That it catches dagger too is big for Elena's best evasion friend in Locke. So if you're trying to build that light evade team with Elena and Locke, you're gonna be fine with this card, especially if you were using something like Shiva's card in the past to get that evade. This will probably power creep that by a big way, just because it's newer, has all those other group buffs attached to it, etc. Now, I want to talk about something though. We don't know what this card is yet specifically. It's not on JP, so we can't go like look up the stats. We don't know, is it an attack card? Is it a magic card? Does it have both stats? I really hope it has both stats. Does it have some agility in that stat line? Maybe some luck, especially evade units love their agility and luck. So we're going to have to wait till Wednesday to see, but this is a very intriguing card, especially if you're collecting like sword red mage cards. Slash attack up, critical evasion up is good for a lot of units in this game. The evasion up's great for Elena, and then the bestowed effect of agility up. Yes, evasion units love their agility, but who doesn't love their agility? That's great. And then the global buff for the global only thing, which is an interesting way of doing it. Starlight Elena and Lucio getting light attack up. All right, we all have Lucio. So if you're somebody who plays with Lucio a lot, you maybe need a slash attack card, maybe start building out some sword red mage teams with him and Elena. Here you go. Some interesting options on the table right here. I'm going to wait till Wednesday before I commit to like pull this card or not pull this card. But even on my alt account here, first of all, I'm sitting on a lot of Visior. And secondly, Lucio's a big part of my lineup. And we need to see not only what the banner for this card will look like, but what the banner for the Global Fest units will look like. I would love to be able to pick up some kind of guaranteed Starlight Elena without having to go to pity. If that is offered, I could see myself spending money even on my alt account just to get that, then pick up this card and really power up my light team, really give me some options in PvP. It could be a big week. But if I don't have options for Elena, if I don't have easy access to her banners, I probably pass on that, and then I might also pass on the card. Although you really are doing yourself a favor by building vision cards when they come out. They are typically the cheapest things to get. They are much cheaper to build while they're on banner and you have access to those bingo boards, because those bingo boards help a lot. So build vision cards, guys. It's a big power up for your account. So wait and see though for the banners here for this one. Now we're also getting, first before we go out, let's talk briefly about what upgrades Elena is getting, just to show she is getting a big buff this week. She's getting her master ability too. She's getting 10% more magic as her magic 10 turns into magic 20. She's getting 10 more evasion. Oh, that's scary. And she's getting reaction block rate 30. It is overall a very, very powerful upgrade for her. More damage, more dodging, less reactions triggered by her opponents. Yeah, it's going to be a good week for Starlight Elena fans. Her sword is getting upgraded, but I can't really look at that because her sword on JP is different than it is on global. Like, I was looking at it a second ago and I was like, this thing's OP. Why am I not using it all the time? It's just different over there. So I guess let JP have their buffed Elena sword. We'll take the buffed Elena vision cards and stuff. Anyway, her sword is also getting upgraded, which is something to consider if you are thinking, about pulling for Starlight Elena. Now, the next thing we need to talk about here is Dark Shiva. I'm going to go back to WoTV Calc in a moment, but before we do, remember that Ice type units are getting a global exclusive upgrade here as well. Ice attack up, unit attack resist up. This is a card that already gives AoE resist up to the person wearing it. In global, if you're an ice unit wearing this thing, it's going to give AoE and unit resist up. That's huge. That's amazing. And this card very much, and the Esper honestly, very much live up to that 90 cost status. Here we go. Okay, the stat line on this card. You can see very magic-based stat line, but it also comes in with defense, AP, dexterity, and luck. Very, very stacked stat line. The group effect is agility 15%. Now, this is not a job-based card. This is a double element 15% agility card. If you are someone who does not have a 15% agility card for either ice or water, this is really important. Like, that's very, very powerful. It also then gives 10 critical evade and 38% magic. So it's not slacking on especially that 38% magic either. And critical evade is just generically pretty dang good. Then 10% magic for the unit wearing it and 10 AoE resist, combined, like we said earlier, with that global exclusive buff of ice attack up and unit resist for ice units. This is a card and Esper that do feel tailored for the new husband Jaden, but definitely not limited to him. Definitely not limited to him. Okay, let's go check out the Esper. Now, I have highlighted on this Esper the two parts of it that I think are the best. You have AoE resistance 5 into ice attack. Oh, that's a banger line right there. I love every part of that. And then I wanted to highlight, I'll take that off, the initial AP. There's 10 initial AP on this thing, which you can't ever have enough initial AP, into magic damage up 5%. So kind of a newer looking thing here. Now, if you have new Jaden and you're getting this for him, you also have Pierce attack on there. There are also very good piercing units in ice, although most of them being physical damage units don't synergize very well with the stats from Dark Shiva. So I feel like if you're running this Pierce attack, you're probably putting it on Jaden. Okay, depends on what else you have, but you can go anti-wind with wind killer. You can go slash resist, which is never bad. You can go magic resist, which is never bad. Or my personal favorite, like other option, is accuracy into critical hit rate. Like, this is such a solid offensive build right here. And then you just splash in a little defense with the rest of what you got. Some slash resist, some magic resist, something along those lines. And you have a very, very strong Esper rocking that 19 agility, which is the second highest agility number that Espers get in War of the Visions. Now, what to consider if you're thinking, should you pull for these? Here's how you got to think about this, right? We have so much stuff coming. There is going to be a Final Fantasy rerun where, like, the mainline Final Fantasy games we have are basically all going to hit at once, or most of them are going to hit at once, and those units are going to be getting upgrades, and there's going to be a lot of banners. And especially if you didn't play during like an old Final Fantasy event, you're going to be tempted to spend some Visior there, and don't feel bad about that. If you're playing this game to get your hands on, like, you know, your Clouds and Tifas of the world in a new game, get them during that. But make sure you have the Visior on hand, or your budget for the game has not been exceeded. This is not, Dark Shiva is not a limited time thing. You will be able to pick her up later, but, you know, sometimes we get guaranteed pulls or select pulls without the 90 cost things on it, so you'd miss her there. You could always luck into her later. If you're an ice or water player, I think you just pull her this week. I know you might have to pity, and I know that feels bad, but I think she's that good, especially for ice. I will definitely be pulling her on both of my accounts. I think she's that good. Definitely on the alt account, which I have a ton of Visior on, and I just want to say, like, one of the things I've really started doing, and I even changed how I've thought about the current collab, is just start maxing out vision cards. The best time to do it, is when you have access to that bingo board. So that's the benefit. That's the real benefit to pulling them the week they're on. You just save some Visior, and you save some Soul Stars, and you save some Mog Medals, which if you're not spending a lot of money, which this account is not, that's a big deal. So that bingo board is nice to have, So you can see, like right here, this is kind of an ice card that I have. This is another red mage card that I have for like the Elena one. So I just am trying to max vision cards. Units will come to me. I will build units as I get them, but I need vision cards to build their teams. And I got a really good one or two coming out this week. Again, depending on what the banners are. And look, if your whole plan is stay strong for Squall and Irvine and the gang, hey, it's time to put that hashtag Stay Strong hat on because we have no idea when that's coming to us. I would guess in about 2 months, but we'll see. Okay, good luck on your polls if you're polling, guys. I will be live on Wednesday. I'm sorry I wasn't live this Monday, which was yesterday. I don't have my sea legs under me yet for teaching. Like, I just am not, my body is not recovered yet. It's a big shift in my schedule to go work at school for 8 hours a day, then come home and do this job and take care of the kid. I'm exhausted. I will get back to those Monday streams soon, but I do have a bonus stream this Saturday, so I get 2 streams in this week. Anyway, have a great one, y'all. I'll see you later. Peace.